Father.
Come in for a scry today. Let's see what the shapes and symbols have to say. Hi, my name is Steph. If you'd like to come on in and have a seat for some symbolic support, a little surreal story to inspire your senses, we are going to choose your muse today. Timestamps are below, possibly also in the comment section, so you can choose your muses. Here we go. We're going to drop some ink in the name of 1, 2, 3. If you're part of the Secreteur Society, Pish Posh, this fourth one is for you. Link is in the description box below. We'll drop ink, scrying for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. We'll add on Tarot and Oracle along the way. And where Mr. Ghosty is not here, but we have GhostTube kicking for any audio editions from the afterlife that may further add to our abstract and ancient auric adventures. Overall, pleased to receive or release freely. Thank you for your time, attention, and awareness, as your presence and perspective is powerful. So having said all that, 1, 2, 3. Are you ready to see who you choose? Let's go. Did you choose Muse 1? You don't even know who it is. It's just like a blank slate. Total trust. Let's dig in. You have whoever. It was our influencer, so thank you very much. Border Collie. Roosevelt M572 Mintaka. I have no idea what this means. I know Border Collie is a dog, but I don't know if that's the thing. So this is our muse, our portal to pop into. Thank you for the inspiration. May you receive a message with meaning. All right. So, ooh, I want a little brown. There we go. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. Just a reminder, we are here to create a portal to perceive in, less worrying about making a masterpiece or any sort of perfection. You are welcome to drop your comments below, your insights, excuse me, as they do deepen and expand. Look at all the chaos over here. Is that indicative of this? As they do expand the iScry experience, you can drop emojis, give it a heart, give it a like. Any interactions is appreciated. All right. If you're opening up, take a nice deep breath. Close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. In the name and honor of anyone here at any time who has chosen Muse 1. Border Collie, thank you for being our muse, and may we all meet a message with meaning. Okay.
Dorothy.
Hi, Dorothy. Oh, do you see this happening in here? Bow ties. Bow ties. I was saying bow ties because I'm seeing bow ties, but then I'm also hearing Botox, so I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
Throat.
Yeah, I'm looking at the dangling thing at the back of a throat. Something about arches. And see these two people here? Is said Border Collie, and you know me, I'm never looking to be right or wrong. It's more of the adventure and experience that unfolds and unravel. Somebody in the afterlife, but there's bigger presences over them. So imagine if like you or I were here. Let's plop ourselves in. Maybe we're talking to each other. And here we are. But then see how this like massive bird, they're almost like kneeling over, observing, kneeling over. Oh, there's layers of observation, layers of observation. There's a being here. I'm not sure what happened. They have really long arms. The arms are like tied on like bows. Like I was seeing it like bows. They're tied on. And this mess, I don't know how it relates. I don't need to be concerned about that. Cut off at the knees. Cut off at the knees. The back of the throat thingy, there's something about fuzzy eyebrows that feels like a masculine energy. Almost like an angry bird But I don't know. I don't know that the bird is actually angry, or just, you know how some people have a natural gruff and you just think that they're angry. Or like this presence. And something about the eyebrows quite specifically. And also the nose. It's bringing me into a specific, I don't know if it's real or my imagination, like ears and nose continue to grow. So something about that. I am leaned over. I'll bring you back with me so I'm not hogging. I am leaned over here looking through this. Long neck, and I'm looking through this. Am I looking at a mirror? I feel like I'm missing someone. Like if I was looking at this picture that was in a frame and I'm gazing over it. Just relishing in the reflections. This could be, of a pet. You know what's interesting? When I was getting set up, when I was getting set up, the ghost tube said pet. Like missing a best friend, something along that lines. Something about teeth. I'm seeing the dentist and it's that other one. Oh, it's just so... The tools. Oh. You know, and I don't know if it's the scrapey little hook. Ugh. Makes my old cavities in my teeth go crazy. Bah, 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 bah. Okay, so there's a dog here.
Real.
If you can see, it doesn't look like a border collie, what I think a border collie looks like. But again, dog's loyalty, whatever the case may, if this is even like referencing a dog. See right there's like, this is the big cheek. It's a side view, the nose and the head, almost like a bear dog. But it has like, it's one of those dogs that, you know, has like big poofy cheeks or like droopy cheeks. They're working. Like this big bear of a dog energy is working and has these tools. Something about like also like going into, you know, like an old doctor, an old doctor's office that still has elements of nostalgia of what was. Okay, we're going to go there. All right. Is there anything else before we flip it? What is this? There's something. Okay, I'll say this. When I lean forward, like imagine when I was gazing into, that mirror, and I feel like I'm missing either a pet or a person. There's something in my back that opens. Because of the leaning forward, something in my back opens. I did flip it. Oh, there's a black cat in here. The eyes glow. The eyes glow. There is something about like a black or gray sheep. Because I kind of feel a little different in the black sheep air. And I'm literally hearing the song, ba ba black sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. 1 for my master, 1 for my dame, 1 for the little boy who lives down the... Master, dame, or if those are the words, and for the little boy. 5 of Scrolls is coming through, diversity. See how she's even looking? Knowledge, contracts. Okay, I heard the term purebred and looking, looking through for purities or impurities. Knowledge. Oh, there's another energy coming forward here. It's got eyes. Feels a little scary, to be honest with you. It feels threatening. What is this? This looks like The skull of a snake. Right
We
here.
command it.
I'm not sure what this is, though. I gotta zoom back out. You know what's funny? Through this black cat, maybe I feel like I'm being very basic with a wolf, but here's the thing. Sheep and a wolf. I'm going to go with it because I feel like I'm trying to complicate it. And it's not, because I'm also seeing this Mickey Mouse vibe. Look at me, happy, 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 but something, I'm going to use the term nefarious. I'm not sure if I'm being even used properly. Winged messenger. This is coming in right in this space here. See that golden messenger? It intercepted. Hi, Dorothy. You've said Dorothy a few times, or hi, Dorothy, to yourself. A winged messenger, all that goldenness, intercepted. See, there's another energy with a different kind of mustache. Okay, so I have never seen the movie. It's coming through. The Wolf of Wall Street. I feel like there's a lot of politics or something along that lines. So I got a note as well, though. The waterfall, Six of Force, is coming in the Cave of Hearthfires. I will get to in just a moment. There is a woman here that is stepping forward on behalf of a man. The dame. The dame. One for my master. There could be something about this area here that feels like a master. Somebody that you answer to. A boss. A party. I don't know, something along the lines. And sometimes being a black sheep, they draw you in closer so that they can harness that control, that black sheepdom. I don't know. I also want to know, is there something about border collies, because I don't know, about herding, sheep herding, or animal farm, working on the farm for some sort of work? There's a message coming through from a woman specifically. Well, I know there's a man here as well. But in the air of all of this, there's a message coming through. But I feel like I really connect to it when I look at this picture, or I look at this love note, or I look at this recipe. There's something very specific that I look at that opens this waterfall. I might start crying in my Cave of Hearthfire. Yes, there is a book here in front of my heart. It's a book.
I am in pain.
I can feel it. But it's like the welling over helps, because I feel like I miss this person or pet or something or other. And I'm going through old things like scrolls. I'm going through paperwork, and even that, it's like going through pictures and cleaning out a home of someone or something, or anytime one of my pets has passed on, like to get rid of their bed or their favorite blanket and their toys, it takes some time. Okay, back to the read. The Akashic Library is coming through in the Cave of Rivers, of feeling knowledge. Gaining it over here in the Cave of Ice, and then the Akashic. There's also an access if you're here in this border collie. Dentistry, like picking things out between your teeth. I understand I'm all over the place, but you're well more than qualified to keep track or connect the dots that stand out for you. It's like starting here and ending up with a library, and taking time to have conversation with the spirit, pet, person, deity, god, goddess, the forces that open up and overflow. Your cup is like a gully. It's not a cup. It's not a shot glass. It is, the ocean is your cup. A lake, a river, a puddle, whatever the case is. A few scrolls, a few books, a few words, a few memories is really a whole library of remembering. Yeah, there's work being done over here. Something about a crane, like the bird, the crane. Two worlds, two of scrolls. There's still a togetherness.
Disrespectful.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but if you're receiving it that way, the architect is on the bottom. Maybe that's a worry somebody has as well. Like I'm disrespecting their things. I don't know. That's. I don't want to say it's not real. Like, is that real? It's real if it's a consideration. But your consideration and compassion is understood. I got to look at this image a little closer. See, there's that table. There's a table here and there's a table here. I think there's new people I'm building. There's construction happening here. I'm hauling logs. There's also been what feels like a sacrifice.
Can you hear him?
I also got a note in some way, shape, or form in regards to a man or one of the first man with the eyebrows. There's okay, so I'm gonna say like gun to the head. Like imagine if someone was talking. Maybe they made a decision. Maybe something was unknown. And they had to make a decision. But really there's like somebody's got something in their back reminding them. Master. And also this dame figure. Okay, let's add on an oracle card. And then I'm going to go to Muse 2. If you are joining us over there. Awesome, awesome. All right, let's see. Or whichever order you feel them to be in. Wide open. There's that book of the heart. Wide open spaces. Imagine if a book could breathe and when you open the book, it takes a big inhale.
What brought you here?
That's how that makes me feel. Encouragement and wishing well. See, I wish you well. It's like taking some of these old things, memories. Maybe you're moving on. Whatever context this is for you, personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic. You're being encouraged from both worlds, spirit world, mundane world. That is of the same world. At least the way that I interact with it. Just there's certain obstructions, non-obstructions. This might mean something to one person. You don't need to carry the weight of the cross. Something about footsteps. You might see footsteps or hear footsteps. They see you. They're encouraging you. Somebody in spirit is encouraging you to be heart open. They're wishing you well, even while you might be ridding of their things. They have moved on, so it's fine. But it's the process of cycling through all the scrolls and the knowledge and the memories, and it's okay to miss me. I also want to note in the winged messenger, because up here there's a mask right there floating, like above. It's like putting out the garbage. And I don't mean to say it's so grass. It could be very ceremonial, donating, whatever the case is. Putting away for another day. And nonetheless, anyway, okay. But they're up there. They're viewing you at the table for two. Of the two worlds. Like they're always still sitting with you. But that's not meant to hold back.
A long time ago.
Yeah, the conversation's up there. Okay. All right. Thank you. I hope this did serve, inspire, educate, or entertain. I'm going to head on over to Choose Your Muse 2. And if not, I'll see you again soon. So much love. Bye. Muse 2. Let's go. Are you ready? Yeah, you ready?
Speak.
We have soul birth. All right. So thank you to the influencer who submitted Soul Birth. You can visit Scrying.ca if you're interested in becoming an influencer. I need a little something else from over here. Thank you. All right. Always feel well to comment below what you see, sense, or feel. As your insights do expand the experience, and we all become readers together, which is really nice. Like, share, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. Okay. Let's do it. Soul birth. Here we go. Take a nice deep breath. Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. In the name and honor of anyone here at any time. And to our Muse soul birth, thank you, and may we all meet a message with meaning.
Chased.
Oh, there's a lady in there. So the lady's right in there. She has like a Hershey's Kiss for a head. Radishes and onions. Something about like under the ground kind of root vegetables. There's a dancing dip that's happening. And you know, like when people smoosh when they're dancing, like leaning over. There's something gorgeous going on in here. I feel like I'm in like an almost Cirque du Soleil. Maybe it's like in different eggs. And it's kind of like if I was to see even the birth concept or conception from a consciousness space, let's say, closest word I can apply. And it just looks like this fantastical Cirque du Soleil, these acrobats and these people doing and being able to, and they're not people actually, they're energies and etc. But I'm seeing them as people to help me understand the magic of it. The magic of Cirque du Soleil and the effort to train for these things, to avert dangers, but to look and do things that seem so dangerous, flying through the sky, and it feels acrobatic. And imagine that's seeing all these different kinds of activities in the whole system of our Muse, in the spirit of our Muse soul birth. And then you choose. Here's the thing, there's a choosing simultaneously, double-ended crystal. And all this configuration happens in the, okay, so it's somewhere in the mind. Is it in the mind of the multiverse, the mind of metaphysical? It's somewhere in there. There's something, okay, this woman, like her eyes. She has a part right in the center. Either she's not, okay, she is in the afterlife or hereafter. She has angel wings in front of her mouth. I feel like I have a question if somebody like my mother or my auntie, or when somebody's like, they're born or they have attributes like somebody that has passed, or there's something about the timing, like, oh, when so and so passed and then so and so was born, and it's in the family somewhere in the lineage, because you can recognize them. You can recognize them beyond their form. It's like maybe you knew them as a grand gymnast of like cycling or something in this Cirque du Soleil thing. The costumes, it's all so brilliant, and it's confusing because I feel from this point of view here and now, I am outside of it. Like the skills, all the things I think of, like how are they doing this and making it look effortless? But there's a lot of effort being used for whatever you want to birth. If it's in like the wheels, like there's people's in the wheels, there's people on the ribbons, there's people floating and falling all over the place. But they make it look like magic, which is, when I say they, from a Cirque du Soleil standpoint, but I mean just of this consciousness contraption of conception. And it is so wildly beautiful. It's captivating. And I'm aware it's expensive. It's expensive. The cost, that doesn't mean to say it's something about money per se. It may be the cost of what you are separated from, though, okay? What you leave, it's like you leave home to have an adventure. You're aware of all the comforts to go train for something, to go have this earthly experience in this next incarnation. Currently, I'm going to say here as an earthling, but that's not to say paralleling presently in a million moments. You are having other trainings in other forms. Okay. Hopefully that made sense somewhere. I'm seeing like an old school coach. They got like a cigar hanging out of their mouth. It made me choke, sorry. It's like, come on, Steph. You got this. You can do this, kid. You can do this. Okay, so there's that. They're right in there.
I want to come.
They listen, they watch. They're from an observational space because they're like a coach. They have knowledge. They may not look like they can do, but you'd be surprised because they might have had many incarnations or other incarnations that are handling that part of it. I don't know how to explain this. But hopefully I did well. Enough that you can put it together. Sacrifice. What can you let go of? Detox. Cleanse and restore yourself. Tangibility. Make your dreams real. Ending at the cave of hearth fires up here. I'm getting very coffee. Maybe I need a coffee. There's tambourines and drummers. There's something about the moon. There's something about the moon. Sorry, hold on one more moment. I want to put this card in here. In the coloring. It's like if I could follow all of this. It's like somewhere along the lines I'm feeling I have fallen and I can't get up. Do you remember that commercial? So I lay there and I surrender to this. Sorry, I had to like really, really cough. She says, just get it out.
Come closer.
He reminds me of somebody like Sylvester Stallone, or I don't have a lot of references for this. Grips and dips. So I just rest and I lay here being born, being birthed always, dying always, choosing
eternal.
always, choosing always. Nothing is predetermined other than my ability to constantly make choices. I want to note here, like, it's like death and birth look very similar. I have flipped it. What is up in my throat? So let me clear my throat. Dear ears, gentleness, gentle. Oh, for heavens, hold on. I feel like the soul birth is just making me cough, or there's a spirit around. Really, really, really close. Try and jump down my throat a little bit. Because there is a bird up there. Remember I was talking about the beginning? It's like the dip thing, like leaning back and getting a smoosh when you dip someone when you're dancing. There's an elegance to this. There's 3 different layers in front of me. My heart feels pure.
Nobody knows.
I don't even think you're telling anybody about anything at this point in time. I'm seeing Kenny, or I think it's Kenny from South Park.
Bribed.
I'm also seeing right in here. Oh, I'm seeing the... Oh, it's in my one deck. The Green Man? The Green Man. I feel like I'm in a tree. Like, I am the bark, I am the branches, I am the maple sugar. Deeper breathing. Deeper breathing.
Give it to me.
I feel like I'm a tree breathing. Kind of brings me into Muse 1, if you joined us there, the book opening and feeling the book breathe. But the book is made of paper. Brings me to the tree. This is the birth of said soul in a tree. And you, I, we, however, this tree, one of the same, evolves into the book. Open your arms, oblivion. Putting them back on. It's like taking these pieces of other parts of me that have passed, diminish, that are detoxed. Maybe through the coughing there is a detox, getting up any sort of phlegm, like phlegm foliage.
Deep.
And I want to open my arms, but they're not open yet. I want my something to flourish. I see it in there. It's a blood, and it's also a pinwheel. Okay, so now it's like the maple, the sweetness of the maple sugar running through the blood of the veins of the tree. And I taste my own sweetness of sorts, and I know that value. And when someone taps into it, it is of my sacrifice being this tree. It actually detoxes me for the next cycle of my tangibility of making the tree's dreams bigger. I don't know why it's all dreams, but it's there. And even when that tree that was once a seed to a seedling to a tree that becomes a book,
Yes.
I am not gone into oblivion. I have transformed and become reborn. Euphoria, honor yourself. This reminds me again of that masked man, the green man. Can you see this? All the wigglies here. For some, or someone, these are all very feminine, and I emerge masculine. Transformation.
Tomorrow.
For some, this is an emotional utilizing and understanding the feminine power, double-pointed crystal. Maybe healing mother wounds within oneself, and it's supported by the masculine energy. For others, it's a physical transformation. I'm rubbing my eyes to see if something is real. The coughing is settled, the deep breathing, the soothing. Somebody in space is or that I put in the mind of the moon, the man in the moon. Okay, sorry. Some oracle cards before we move on. Moonlight and Deep Freeze. Dancing in the moonlight, everybody. There's those wings. Flourishing, fluttering, something that makes my heart flutter within myself, that I see in someone else.
Dog.
Unexpected visitors. If you're coming from Muse 1 with the dog or border collie, it's almost like they, will bring you another pet. Unexpectedly. I'm hearing don't be shy. Don't be shy. Yeah, okay. Before I go, sorry, there's just like do you see how in the moonlight card, because I feel like the moon came up a lot, and there's like a big old moon. And I feel like something's frozen in time. It's in my memory. Like, that's how I hold it. By me leaving or being here away from the moon, subconscious, apply whatever feels good, the emotional body, right? Very lunar activity to come into the sun and be born, sun and moon, for the masculine to support the feminine energies, or whatever this is. I do feel like there's a relationship afoot, maybe within the self or but there is a relationship here. But I feel like at some point in time I put a freeze on. It's like I'm on a dating freeze or something like that. Is that what people say? I don't know. I've been married a long time. Maybe you felt frozen out from something as well. When you might freeze or
I'm
ghost
not sure.
ghost friends or something. Like you get frozen out of something. Why is this not making sense? But it's making perfectly sense. Something was binded, like if you were to do a freezer spell or something like that, where it's like that friend group froze you out or something like that. Anyway, you just feel like you don't have access. But then you kind of go through this detox of this warmth of the sun with the lunar, and it warms the moon up. It warms the lunar energies up, and I can flutter my wings again. But it takes me a minute to almost like trust myself, to believe again, to breathe. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm here.
More.
I have been born. This access, this archetype of this appendage of my soul is having this expression. Also, somebody might be freezing their eggs for, and then like unexpectedly getting pregnant, or not sure if it would embryonically work. I don't know how it works. Something with frozen eggs, and then boop, boop, surprise, you do have, it works. It works. Okay. All right. Thank you. Muse 2. I will see you for 3 or 1, depending on where you go. If you're part of the Secret Society, I'll see you for number 4. So much love. Bye. Hello, Muse 3. Are you ready? Let's take a look. See. Okay. Thank you to our influencer, Asmodeus. I have no idea what that is, but we're going in. So thank you to whomever influenced us with our muse there. Thank you. Heaven. Is there something heavenly about... I gotta look at actually this spelling. Oh, okay. One moment. Asmodeus. I hope you're doing well. If you're still here with me. Where are we going? Okay. Ooh, thank you. Okay. Asmodeus. I hope I'm pronouncing that somewhat correctly, but thank you for being our muse. Ready to open up when you are. Taking a nice deep breath. Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. In the name and honor of anyone here at any time. And to Asmodeus for being our muse. And may we all meet a message with meaning. All right. So you know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, drop a comment, emoji, whatever feels good. Oh, okay. It feels very, okay. Okay, one moment. See this headdress? There's eyes here, body, wide stance. I've got these 2 staffs, electricity, power, okay, power. Red staffs of power. It's like royal root power staffs. There's a purple heart. It's opening up, and there's actually like another energy there. But I can't seem to get over like this headdress that is a big old butterfly, but it feels like a contraption of wires. Yeah, like the closest I can think of is like a okay,
Bless.
like a big crown. Like if you could see this as like a complicated crown. There's also something happening here in the center. I feel Frankenstein-y. being put together and prepared, maybe for a position of power. And yeah, there's a little bit of a mad scientist there. There's also a stormtrooper in there. Yeah, because there's like this, if I haven't quite expressed it yet or let it fall out of my face, I'm afraid of using the wrong term for some reason. So just freely feel with me here for a moment, because it's like there's this person here with this big headdress on with staff's position. And it's like, I don't know if it's like my kingdom or like Mayan or Inca or just something really elaborate. It could even just be royal in and of itself. But that position, and it's stark. It's stark and it's dark, but there's this dark and this light. I'm also like
Angry.
protecting something. Like if this was a golden umbrella. I feel like my hand movements are different here as well. These staffs have notches on them. And
How do I use it?
something is like, I don't want to say closing in. Oh, they're pointing at me. They're pointing at me. Who is pointing at me? I feel like someone's looking for me, or there's these stormtroopers looking for me, or do the stormtroopers protect me? I don't know. But it's kind of like one of the same. Now, while if I am this head-dressed entity power person, my stormtroopers, but somebody else might have stormtroopers. There's a big face here. It is a giant. It's a giant face. Just the face. And I can see like the chomping. Like, and I'm hearing the sound like I have okay, so you know how in certain positions, I'm going to keep following this royal road to the best of my ability. Purple means something, red means something, and gold means something. But in its entirety, it's like the shadow. But there's also a warrior vibe coming through. Something's very complicated. I'm seeing the dire wolves from Game of Thrones, like the flag or the emblem. There's also like a fairy type thing coming through, which is weird because I feel like this is like, I don't know that fairy's the right word, but there's some ability, or maybe it's not fae per se, but it's in the purple realm and the purple heart. Maybe also somebody that has been a warrior in a position of power, being a stormtrooper, like a veteran, and they have since crossed over, or they are fighting now on behalf of, to protect this kingdom. But something is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Is that time? Or hostagey? What's that conversation over there? There's a red dragon that's going up. Like up. It's just going straight up. Not nose dying, it's going up. This dragon is in a microphone as well, or has access to the ear. Of this energy person, this position. I feel like that's why I want to say it, because it's like a position that almost has like, is it Tibetan? That they go and find like another reemergence of such, or maybe it's just reemergence
39.
of fears coming through the grim. I kind of want to put this card of all this purple in there. And if you could see that person there, because I'm not going to lie, this fear is power. And if I may, if you can see this face, the two eyes with the mouth like pouring out, and then the mouth pouring out. And like this kingdom is kind of like an emerald city. I'm hearing like, get out.
It's unknown.
I'm going to flip it in just a moment. Okay. And then in the cave of winds is growth with Persephone, core Persephone. And see this like red coloring, and even out of there, I think that's a butterfly of some sort. Right?
Home.
There's like golden up here. The tree of life, the tree of death. Thank you. Is this kind of like a Asmodeus, Asmode us. I've never seen the show Like Us or Just Like Us. I don't know. Asmode us. Like modes of us. Like this is a collective. That like a reincarnating position of a collective for overall growth, maybe of humanity. Or you might, like with the Persephone, moving through fears, preparing for the spring. There's something about decay. It's like utilizing the nutrients of decay. Because did I say, sorry, I'm not sure where I was in that. No, the skull face. This is kind of a scary being. It's like, imagine if you were meeting somebody from a different kind of tribe or they live differently. And they're person of power that's presented to you. It doesn't have to be a king or a queen or a this or that. But their decor is different, and it's a little scary, but that serves to like keep something away. And it also kind of feels like medicine witch doctory, you know, where you could see them. I'm using very topical imagery, so, and it's like dancing around with rattles and stuff, and you know, almost shamanic like. And they go like Persephone into the underworld. It might appear they are chained to such, but are they maybe to the responsibility of power between worlds? Cave of hearth fires, abundance. Because it's like, this is what I meet upon. There's all the gold. And it's like, and if you can get through all this brush of maybe
Chair.
Perceptions or between the worlds onto the surface of growth, the staff is there. The other one's been made into something for you. And all these red berries here come from like these staffs of the pomegranate. I'm going to flip it. Well, the scariness doesn't go away over here either. And I'm only saying it's scary because it's like, it's just so dominant. And that doesn't have to be scary. I think that's the point. But maybe there has been abuse or a portrayal of such, so that it's not, even though it might be a coveted position, it's not at the same time. It's bringing me into, not as a fundamental overall truth, but from what I understand, and I think I've said it here before as well, like, no one chooses to be a shaman. I think I'm going to call it like from back in the day, because what you go through that is like called to that position, it's almost as if like nobody in their right mind would choose to do that, to go through all of this to come out appearing gifted. It's like the old ways, long buried, but are here presented in Asmodeus.
Go away.
But there's an abundance of healing, benefit, positive power that can propel and repel, which is still very positive. There's a handshake. There's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. There's a bunch of directions, like one of those old...
This is my place.
Thingamajues. You know, it's like a pole, and it's like you can go that way, you can go that way, you can go that way. And it's like, wow, it's so nice. There's so many ways to go and ways to go about it. And through like this reoccurring position, maybe it's just talking about reincarnation for all I know. There's a lot that's already been known. I'm sitting on, there's something ET up there, like ET phone home. This handshake, so there's a little boy watching this handshake from these bigger power creatures. So maybe like learning power from other people, parents, you know, people in the world that present themselves as powerhouses or in their positions, whatever the case is. It's not for me to worry about.
Where am I?
But it was observed. It feels like a contract. I'm in the little boy, so I'm observing something. It's like they know I saw something. Okay. Cave of Rivers. Brimo, the angry one. Fury. Thank you. All that red off to the side, like, put my staff down in vengeance and fury, and I'll cause fear to the people. Fear to our enemies. And what am I in? Like Braveheart or something? Again, never seen the movie. I just only know it's, I think, fantastically depicted on, like, memes or something.
Necklace.
So, on one hand, I feel like I'm going to say, whatever contract I might have acquired, witnessed, co-signed,
Punished.
is gone. Is gone. And my heart of hearts knows this, because I've, whatever this is, from ice, wind to heart. And now my feelings are like, And this fury is so powerful, like in these staffs of directions, but I can disperse it because it's almost like I feel like I'm Gandalf or something, and I claim, and it's like zzz, because I've claimed it. Death. Aconite. 42. That's
Janice.
kind of like the face in there that I was trying to see shape-wise. And even like the purple in here. Growth comes from the decay of letting something go. There are 4 spirits here that are tending to... I'm in like an old Viking boat, like, or there's rowing. This purple and that purple feel very different. Like this one's just like... This one feels soothing. Asmodeus, I absolutely feel like, as an inspiration, rude. I absolutely feel like this muse is inspiring me to see the abundance of anger in the world, within myself, yourself, you, I, we, me. Fear of the world, you, I, me. Fear of death, even though there seems to be all of these things that claim otherwise. Growth, abundance. Like, these are some powerful positions. These are some powerful things, even of their own well of being. Fear, growth, abundance, fury, and death. Imagine if that was your team, what you could do with that. I don't mean to be pushing it on you, but it just, if you can harness it. I could say for good versus evil, but okay, well, you can say that by your own moral compass and integrity. There's no excuses to it. It's based on
Mirror.
That. Yes. Whether it's learned to unlearn. But I do have a feeling of whatever this cyclical covenant, yet I don't know, whatever it is. There's a black hornet coming at me now. A black hornet. There's also something going on here out to the side. There is something militant in here, but I think if I watch the fury, it's like, this is how I can drive myself, maybe, others, the world, collective at large. I don't know where I'm at, to be honest with you. Very, very liminal, but it's amazing, and I hope that you're here for it. Fear and fury. Like, fear drives to fury. To the untrained intelligence. I am leaning back. Okay, so first of all, did you ever play that game when you were kids at, like, I don't know, family things? They put a baseball bat in the ground, and then you would, like, put your forehead on it, and you would roll around, or, like, run around it, and get dizzy, and then you'd, like, have to go, like, walk with an egg or something like that. It's this dizziness.
Can you hear her?
Then I lean back from being dizzy.
You.
Because I feel like this makes me dizzy. This can make me dizzy. This can make me dizzy. Well, actually, that makes me feel pause, dizzy, pause again. It's like somehow this Asmodeus to me feels like a gift. But the gift of this person, position, power, pet, place offers growth. And you're going to go through things, or this energy, this archetype creates conditions abundantly, potently. But it gives everything it's got. And I think that if you're here, you give everything you've got. And that's power. That's personal power. Did I come back to the leaning back thing and like just being heart led up towards the sky? And I'm going to close out here. I'm going to add a few oracle cards before, and then over here, because I'm seeing, first of all, I'm seeing one energy. And it's kind of like a mother energy, just like, oh my, oh my, oh my. Oh my. I'm also playing here. There's a heart.
Table.
Quit playing games with my heart. And I'm playing with this heart. But there's a lot, see all this activity behind me. There's a big old palm tree. Big old palm tree. Like the leaves are massive. Or like a big fern in the ground. I can see my reflection. It's almost like I'm playing with my reflection of the heart. Again, those guides are right with me. Like imagine, if you may, for a moment, imagine that your guide is the Grim Reaper. Encouragement and Wizard of Awareness. I feel... this is kind of the... Like, I feel like the whole time I've been like, But I have been encouraged through this. Because the awareness of what is one's fear, and to look at that. Where it comes from. When a fear of sorts is recognized by our response or reaction to it of being furious. It's like I want to trace it back. It's like, oh, when I feel this, I can go here. The growth is happening because something has decayed. Okay, awesome. It brings me up here, abundance. And then I come back, I find another fear. It makes me furious because I've been triggered about something. It's like, oh, look at that fear. Do you want growth? Okay, something has to die. It's like ping, 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 ping. But this feels like a crown. It's also like with a golden bat. A golden bat.
Daft.
Intention. 22. Master number 22. And now I feel a little lighter. When I notice any sort of fury, an abundance of fury, an abundance of fear, an abundance of happiness, an abundance, even when like looking at happiness, I feel happy right now. I feel confident right now. I follow it to the same source, to that same staff with all the arrows. What is the something believe, or what is that about myself? What is it that I'm feeling?
Move it.
Honor feels really important to me. Honor. Stormfields, clearing things out, black and white path. There's a pattern, there's a pattern, there's a pattern. And I think that if you're still here with me with Asmodeus, if you recognize your own pattern, the layout, it's like I want to say, the path is not paved. I am the path.
Finish.
I am my own storm. I am my own path. I am my own farm. I am the path, the purpose. The plan of that, the fate of that, is in me. And that brings me into that royal kind of witch doctor, magician, Mayan, Inca, royalty.
Why are you here?
It's like shaking hands with that within myself and knowing that you have access to a lot of this power. And with that is an honor. Because what you've done or have gone through thus far to be that. It's like the shaman thing again. I'm sorry if I'm yammering on. Or the Tibetan thing. There's clues about this. It's like being in this position or having this power. Being the shaman or the next Tibetan something or other. I don't want to say because you're chosen. I think it's because you chose. Okay. I'm going to head to the secret one for the Secreter Society. I hope you did enjoy. Choose your muse. I'm so fun. I will see you again soon. So much love. Bye.